Third round of fishermen talks between Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka held in Chennai as Sri Lanka releases 54 Tamil Nadu fishermen as assured. Budget 2015-16 to be presented in the Tamil Nadu Assembly tomorrow. 62nd National Film Awards announced. Tamil cinema bagged several awards. The news in detail. The third round of talks between the fishermen of Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka were held in Chennai today as already scheduled, as the 54 Tamil Nadu fishermen were released as assured by the Sri Lankan government. As a result of the strenuous efforts being taken by the People's Chief Ms. Jaya, 2 rounds of talks were held between the fishermen of Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka on the 27th of January 2014 and on the 12th of May 2014, although no amicable decisions were taken during these meetings. The third round of talks between the fishermen of the 2 countries was scheduled to be held on the 24th of this month. Meanwhile, the Sri Lankan Navy on the 22nd of this month detained 54 fishermen from Ramanathapuram and Pudukkottai districts who ventured into the sea for fishing, after which they were taken into custody. Following this, the Tamil Nadu government took up the matter with the centre and the Sri Lankan embassy, besides saying that the third round of talks between the fishermen of the 2 countries, scheduled to be held on March 24th in Chennai, would not be held in a smooth manner if the 54 Tamil Nadu fishermen were not released before the scheduled date. Following this, the Sri Lankan government had yesterday decided to release the 54 Tamil Nadu fishermen detained by the Sri Lankan Navy. All the 54 fishermen were released today. Following this, the third round of talks between the fishermen of the 2 countries was held at the conference hall of the Fisheries Commissioner's office at the DMS campus in Thenampet in Chennai today. Those who took part in the talks include the fishermen representatives from Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka. On behalf of the Tamil Nadu government, Minister for Fisheries K.A. Jayapal, Fisheries Secretary and other officials took part in the meeting. Officials from Puducherry also participated in the meeting. Officials from the Sri Lankan Embassy in Chennai took part in the meeting. On behalf of the Government of India, Joint Secretary to the Department of External Affairs, Suchitra Durai, Head of Branch Secretariat External Affairs, Angeline Premalata, and Fisheries Commissioner Vishnu Bhatt were present during the meeting. Several matters of grave concern were discussed during the meeting. The budget for the year 2015-16 will be presented in the Tamil Nadu Assembly tomorrow. The budget session of the Tamil Nadu Assembly will commence tomorrow. Budget for the fiscal year 2015-16 will be presented by the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu O. Pannirselvam, who also holds the finance portfolio, on the first of the budget session tomorrow. Kanimozhi, daughter of DMK Chief Karunanidhi and DMK former Minister A. Raja, appeared in a special CBI court in connection with the 214 crore rupees Kalanya TV transaction case. Karunanidhi's wife Dayalu's advocate appeared on her behalf. The case came up before Justice O.P. Saini for hearing today. Kanimozhi and Raja, who have been named as accused in the case, appeared before the court and their statements were recorded. On behalf of Karunanidhi's wife Dayalu, her advocate appeared in the court. Meanwhile, the 2G spectrum allocation scam case also came up for hearing today. Justice O.P. Saini posted the final hearing of the case to the 15th of April. Strongly condemning the politicizing of the death of the state medical officer J. Arivoli, the Tamil Nadu Minister for Health C. Vijay Bhaskar today warned that a criminal defamation case will be filed against the political leaders who attempted to gain political mileage out of the matter. In a statement today, the Health Minister said that the Health Department of Tamil Nadu, under the guidance of the People's Chief Ms. Jaya, has been functioning in an effective manner, especially in the Prevention Medicine Department, by preventing several diseases like dengue and swine flu from spreading. Under such circumstances, some political leaders who have no support from the people are trying to create confusion by politicizing the death of the medical officer, the minister charged. He added that their motive would not be fulfilled. He said he wished to clarify certain facts with regard to the matter. The minister pointed out that Dr. J. Arivoli was diagnosed with cancer at its chronic stage called grade 4 on the 22nd of February last year. Later, several other medical tests confirmed the presence of esophageal cancer and that the cancerous cells had spread to most parts of his body. Dr. Arivoli was being treated with chemotherapy and radiotherapy, he said. On the 16th of February this year, the news that Dr. Arivoli had drowned was released. In the meantime, following allegations on the district medical officer of the Nilgiris in connection with the filling up of vacancies in the cancer department, the recruitment was handed over from the district to the state, and the recruitment was being done through written test and interview. This being the fact, some political leaders who have no people's support are attempting to gain political mileage out of the matter by publishing in the magazines and through social networks that the pressure given to the medical officer in connection with the appointment matter had caused his death. Strongly condemning this, the minister further announced that the Tamil Nadu government has decided to file a defamation case against the political leaders who are trying to gain political mileage out of this matter. The most coveted awards for honouring the best in Indian cinema, 62nd National Film Awards, were announced today. Tamil cinema has won 7 of them. Although an official ceremony will be held on May 3, 2015, the names of the winners have been declared. Vivek Harshan, the editor of Jigardanda, has bagged the Best Editor of the Year, while Na Muthukumar has got the Best Lyricist Award for the second consecutive time. It is to be noted that Na Muthukumar won the Best Lyricist last year for the song Ananda Yare from the movie Thangameengal. It is said that the song Aragu from Saivam has awarded him the honour this year. The biggest surprise has come in the form of Best Female Playback Singer. Unnikrishnan's 8-year-old daughter Uttara Unnikrishnan has won the Best Singer award for her debut song in the film Saivam. Bobby Simha has won the Best Supporting Actor for Jigardanda, which takes the tally of total awards won by the film to 2. Best Tamil film is won by Kutram Kadidal, which was directed by Brahma G and produced by J. Satish Kumar and Christy Siluvappan. The Union Minister of State for Home Affairs, Kiran Rijiju, today hailed the Tamil Nadu government that follows the path forged by the People's Chief Ms. Jaya for implementing effective schemes for the welfare of the Sri Lankan Tamils in the refugee camps of Tamil Nadu. Due to the strenuous steps taken by Ms. Jaya, the Sri Lankan Tamil refugees in Tamil Nadu are being provided with education, food grains from the ration shops, besides many other benefits. Meanwhile, the Union Minister of State for Home Affairs, Kiran Rijiju, who visited the refugee camp at Petikuppam in Tiruvallur district today, appreciated Ms. Jaya by saying that she has been implementing various schemes with the noble objective of providing the Sri Lankan Tamils with all their basic needs.
And the state government of Tamil Nadu is also taking lots of steps for the welfare of the Tamil refugees. So I have come here to see that how we have to coordinate further to ensure that the Tamil refugees.
Buttermilk and lemonade is being distributed to the traffic police who are performing their duties, braving the hot sun. On the orders of the General Secretary of the AIADMK and the People's Chief Ms. Jaya, buttermilk pandals have been erected by the party cadres in their respective areas to quench the thirst of people during this summer season. It was announced by the People's Chief Ms. Jaya in the Tamil Nadu Assembly in 2012 that lemonade would be distributed to the traffic police during summer season. The announcement is being implemented every year from then. This year, lemonade and buttermilk would be distributed to 6,500 traffic police who discharge their duties under the midday sun from today. In Chennai, lemonade was distributed to the traffic police on duty at Tenampet Junction, Eldams Road, Paris, Egmore and other areas.
போக்குவரத்து காவல்துறையினருக்கு இந்த கோடை காலத்தில் வெப்பம் அதிகமாக இருக்கிற காரணத்தினால அனைவருக்கும் குளிர்பானம் அதாவது எலுமிச்சை சாறு இந்த மாதிரி பானங்களை அந்த 4 டைம் ஒரு நாளைக்கு 4 டைம் கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு தமிழக அரசு ஏற்பாடு செய்துள்ளது. போக்குவரத்து காவல்துறையில் இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு
An Airbus operated by Lufthansa's Germanwings budget airline crashed in a remote snowy area of the French Alps today, and all 150 on board were feared dead. French President Francois Hollande said he believed none of those on board the A320 had survived, while the head of Lufthansa spoke of a dark day for the German airline. Germanwings confirmed its flight 4U9525 from Barcelona to Düsseldorf crashed in the French Alps with 144 passengers and 6 crew members on board. Officials said the plane issued a distress call about 52 minutes after takeoff. Unofficial website tracking data suggested the aircraft made a sharp descent from its cruising height of 35,000 feet, but that it did not appear to have plummeted as quickly as aircraft known to have lost complete control. Hollande said there were likely to be significant numbers of Germans on the flight. Spain's Deputy Prime Minister said 45 passengers had Spanish names. French and German accident investigators were heading for the crash site, a remote and sparsely inhabited commune in the Alps. German Transport Minister Alexander Dobrindt would also travel to the crash site, a ministry spokesman said. The Indian Space Research Organization's Mars Orbiter mission was today extended for another 6 months to further explore the red planet and its atmosphere. A senior official of the Indian Space Agency said that the mission of the 1,340 kilograms Mars orbiter has been extended for another 6 months as it has sufficient fuel to last longer than it was intended earlier. The historic mission has completed 6 months of orbiting the red planet. India also became the first country to have entered the Mars sphere of influence in its maiden attempt. Of the 5 payloads on board, the Mars color camera has been the most active, taking several stunning images of the red planet's surface and its surroundings, including valleys, mountains, craters, clouds and dust storms.